lot of whole lot of whole lot of whole lot of
When you're taking notes in history class, you're technically rewriting history. There really can't be an opposite day, because if it is opposite day, then it's the opposite of opposite day. Babysitters are kids that are paid to act like adults so adults can act like kids. While all spoken languages travel at the speed of sound, sign language travels at the speed of light. Squidward from SpongeBob is undoubtedly the most famous clarinet player in the world. There's no physical evidence that today is Wednesday. We just have to have faith that somebody has been keeping track since the first Wednesday of all time. It's not even Wednesday. You can take any letter out of the word boats, and it'll still be a word. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. To the enemies in video games, you are the boss fight. There's a good chance that you've never pressed the number 7 on your microwave. Thanks, Mom. If voodoo dolls work and you accidentally sat on yours, you'd never be able to stand up again. Betty White is so old that she starred in a TV show about being old that was canceled over 25 years ago. The fork you're using at a restaurant has been in thousands of other mouths. If you throw a rock into the ocean, there's a good chance that you'll be the last person to touch that rock until the end of time. Although you can focus on things in the mirror, your eyes will never actually be able to focus on the mirror itself. If you aren't breathing manually, blinking manually, feeling your toes touching, feeling your clothes on your skin, seeing your nose, or feeling your tongue in your mouth until I mentioned it, you're welcome. Due to the popularity of the coin toss, George Washington is technically still making decisions to this day.
My right elbow has never been touched by my right hand. If I punch myself in the face and it hurts, does that make me weak or strong? When soft food ages, it gets crunchy, but when crunchy food ages, it gets soft. If every person on Earth blinked at the same time, nobody would ever find out.
Imagine being completely naked in a room full of people that don't speak your language, and everybody in this room wants to pet you. That's the life of a dog. For most of human history, vehicles had automatic collision avoidance systems and could even drive you home if you were intoxicated or asleep. And that all changed when we stopped using horses. Doors are just really short tunnels. If you really think about it, no one has ever been inside of a completely empty room. We learn to read so we can read to learn. I've learned enough. We, as humans, will never know what it smells like underwater, no matter what. If you think about it, inconsistency can't exist because in order to be inconsistent, you have to consistently be inconsistent. If you touch your phone in the exact right way, a pizza will show up at your door. She's in the fish tank. Did you know that you cannot imagine a new color? Clapping is just hitting yourself because you like something. Today is the oldest you've ever been and the youngest you'll ever be again. Your tongue never sits comfortably in your mouth. At one point, you were the youngest person on Earth.
Whole lot of
The voice in your head grew up with you and was a child at one point. Throughout your entire life, there's nobody that you talk to more than you talk to yourself in your own head. Axes are tree cyborgs created by humans to kill trees. Exercising is basically just repetitively hurting yourself until you've built an immunity to hurting yourself. If the earth is flat, maybe the dinosaurs live on the other side and we just keep digging up their dead and buried. Since everything with mass has gravity, you are attractive and everyone in the world is attracted to you. If you woke up with the ability to walk through walls, it would probably take you a really long time to figure it out. Normally you empty drinks from the top, but when you use a straw, you're emptying them from the bottom. There's probably at least one white dude who was adopted and raised in China who speaks English with a Chinese accent, but random people probably just think he's a racist asshole. And that's really funny to me. The onion is like the bass player of food. You probably wouldn't enjoy it solo, but you'd miss it if it wasn't there. Oh, you thought I was gonna eat that? Stupid.
The human face is capable of making over 10,000 unique facial expressions, and you decide to walk around looking like a bitch.
Your face is just a combination of thousands of years worth of other faces. Way to be original, clown.
Scientists didn't understand how blood circulation worked until the 17th century. We didn't learn about blood types until the 20th century, and we just discovered that there is gold in our blood. About 0.2 milligrams, but still.
Using a laptop to charge your phone is a lot like performing a blood transfusion between your electronics. I am a doctor.
This one isn't so much of a fact, it's more of a question for you guys that I have. What voice do you have speaking in your head? Is it somebody else's? Is it yours? Who's talking to you?
The voice inside of your head is the only noise not caused by vibration. Science. The word fat just looks like somebody took a bite out of the word eat. Asking someone their name is just asking what noise you should make to get their attention. Dogs and horses that act crazy in movies have to be trained to act like they aren't trained. You've woken up thousands of times in your life and you still aren't used to it. You always see your nose. Your brain just chooses to ignore it. Cats probably don't realize that we can't see in the dark like they can, so they probably think we step on them on purpose. I'm sorry. No matter how hard you think about it, you'll never be able to pinpoint the exact moment that you fell asleep. Now, this could either make you feel really good or really bad, but no matter who you are, someone that you know has 100% had a crush on you and never told you. We've never actually washed our hands, we've only stood there and watched as they wash each other. Broken clocks are still correct twice a day. Jolly Ranchers are just boneless lollipops. When you walk forward on a train, you're moving faster than the train. Adam and Eve shouldn't have belly buttons. If you think you're ugly, it's probably not true. You're just not your type. It's not scary because you're in a dark room alone. It's scary because when you're in a dark room, you don't feel like you are alone.
Whole lot of